And now, you're a rebel. I knew they were coming, Utana and Hami. And I knew from our spies in Sardia that you were bound to them both. We saw an opportunity, and we sent Barkim to free you. You can see that we're desperate, Kian. Afraid, alone. Most humans have already given up, given in, become comfortable with this new world, with the Azadi. Many have forgotten about the magicals, or chosen to forget. They carry on their lives, even if we cannot. We few are all that remains of the resistance. If we lose, all is lost. Our lives, our hopes, our entire future. Lost to darkness. I will do anything to save my people. Make terrible sacrifices, tell lies, anything. Wouldn't you, Kian? So yes, you are a tool. And you are a symbol. Our secret weapon. The key to our survival. It's been a long and tiring day. And there's still much I need to do. We can continue our conversation another day.
The first is on her way.
Has she mentioned him?
I don't think so. You do know she's brought General Hami and that mother with her.
Utana, it means nothing. The General was due back in the Northlands.
What about the mother?
She's rumored to be next in line for the seat. She wants to be involved.
She was also the bleeding heart who practically raised Alvane. She sponsored his whole education.
Light. She could be a problem, but what can we do?
We make sure none of them know Kian is alive and with the Resistance.
Mistress, your presence here honors us.
Sister Sire, this is an impressive edifice. It appears your work here has borne fruit.
We believe so, Mistress. We welcome you to Malcuria and the Northlands. Anything you need, you let me know. Mother, I'm pleased to see you as well. To have the both of you here is a great honor.
Quite. The seat wants to know how the mission goes, how the Northlanders are handling the transition, and how many of them have chosen to embrace the light of the goddess.
We will speak of this, and much more. For now, we have prepared dinner for all of you. I hope you will join me.
Right. Well, I am starving. The food on those cloud ships.
General, I did not expect to see you back so soon.
Neither did I. What's this I hear about Kian?
Yes, what of the Apostle?
It pains me to inform you that Alvane died in a riot. He was detained under penalty of death until your visit, Mistress. Unfortunately, the rebels snuck their agents into the prison. They cut him down and burned his body.
Goddess, guide his immortal soul to the first mountain.
With every respect to you and your seat, Mother, Alvane was a traitor. He betrayed the cause and he...
May I remind you, sister, that the Apostle was never relieved of his title and should be addressed properly? And may I also remind you that without a proper trial and judgment by the first of the six, his so-called treason remains an accusation and nothing more. Now that he's no longer with us, we may never know the truth. But our people will not be told that the Apostle was a traitor.
Mother.
How did you say he died, Commander?
Stabbed during a riot. They burnt his body, hopefully after he'd bled out. We weren't able to retake the prison until the next morning.
I will need to see the keep for myself, Commander, and interview the guards and prisoners.
Certainly. I shall make arrangements for you to visit in a couple of days.
Don't bother, Vamon. I'll go there tomorrow. You don't have to trouble yourself. I'm sure you have better things to do.
As you wish, Mir.
How is the engine progressing?
The engineers are working day and night to connect the tubes. We expect to be able to switch it on according to schedule.
Good. I have brought the final instructions from Sadir. The architect will send any remaining modifications by cloud ship. And when the Prophet returns, he will inspect the engine before we switch it on.
Have you not spoken with him?
Not for many months, but he will be here when our goddess-given task is complete. Only he will know how to bring it to life and to interpret the messages from the engine.
Of course. Please, will the two of you accompany me to the dinner table? I'm sure the kitchen is worried the food will turn cold before we are seated. General, Commander.
Until tomorrow, sister. Mother. My lady. Vam, if you'll dine with me in my quarters.
Of course, Mia.
Tell me again what happened at the keep.
Hello?
You were there. Ixul Panax Brekar. We met.
Is that a man? He doesn't look human. Have we met before?
We will. We are meeting now. Venari Abnaxus it al. I am Abnaxus of the Venar.
Oh, hi, I'm Zoe of, the humans. Who's that?
He will be Ular Pala, chief of the Ular. Those who remained, children of the Purple Mountains.
Okay. This is a dream, right?
It was. You dreamed of things elsewhere. Of Abnaxus who was, and who will soon have passed beyond the veil and into the great forgetfulness. In the dream, I will speak of the time that has flowed, and the time that will still flow. But outside the dream, I will be sick. I was like a petrified tree in the middle of a river, frozen in this moment, while time parts around me.
I think he said his name is Abnaxus. So why am I having this dream?
You were needed. Achik aksik nabe ajna achik aksik. The first dreamer needs you.
The first dreamer? How did he get over there so quickly? There's some sort of doorway into the mountain.
This one is also sick. This one is dying. Lux Kamel.
What does that mean?
This one's name is Lux. This one is the first dreamer. This one is like you, like your sister, like those who did dream and shaped reality.
Another dreamer. Wait, that wasn't real. That was just another dream.
Yes, and also much more. We needed you to come. You came. You will come here to help Lux. Everything depends on this. Everything that was, is, and will be. If this one ends, everything ends. All of time.
Someone else told me the same thing. What does it mean?
This one is the first dreamer. This one dreams. And the dream is the universe. When the dream ends...
What's happening? Where are you going? Hey! Hey, come back! Tell me what's going on! Jesus, that felt so real. Oh, is that the time? Oh, shit. It looks pretty when it turns, but slowly churning hot and humid air around isn't going to help a great deal. That thing hasn't been used in a week since... well, since.
Citizen, halt. Where are you going?
Why?
Answer the question or you will be detained.
I have an appointment.
The streets are unsafe. Return to your home or business to conduct your appointment remotely.
I'm seeing my doctor.
What is the name and business location of your doctor?
They have no right to ask for that information, but if I resist, they might put me on a watch. As far as I know, the Eye has no right to interrogate me. Dr. Roman Zelenka. His office is in Seshadri Tower.
You are Zoe Maya Castillo, a resident of Sonnenschein Plaza Terraces by OCG.
Are you asking me a question?
Stay off the streets, Miss Castillo. It's for your own protection.
Sure it is.
Proceed.
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in ProPass.
Stay safe. Stay inside. Stay in touch with your working dream machines. The streets are dangerous.
I'm a rootin', tootin', seatbelt shootin', map totin',
Crowds are unsafe. Avoid crowds.
Before last year, I was never that into Crowboy. I don't know what happened, but now I find him at the Uminska campaign head. I'm going to Seshadri.
The tallest tower in all of ProPass. That'd be right here, sweetheart. It was a pleasure serving you this fine day, miss.
be outside when you can be inside enjoying an infinite selection of dreams.
Avoid unsavory company. Avoid any unauthorized congregations. Demonstrations are a tool for terrorists. Avoid demonstrations.
Dieter Gross. Dependable, conservative, boring old white dude. The Alliance is not going to win. They spent the last 7 years running Europolis into the ground.
Stay off the streets. The streets are unsafe.
Life is dreary and meaningless.
Marta Rebus comes across as an... There's been more and more of these random arrests. They're really cracking down on protests.
Citizens, all my personnel requires you for safety and security alone. Comply with all demands immediately. Do not resist. Do not question.
Nella is the only Marxist I know. I guess she has the energy and commitment of a whole apartment building. Still just one vote, though. The Marxists are so in your face with everything they do. They can't possibly believe that Rebus will win, but they're doing their best to disrupt the status quo.
You look like you am here. Yup. Bro. The tallest tower in all of Pro-Pass. That'd be right here, sweetheart. Anytime you need a rootin' tootin' six-barrel shoot.
The new Dream Machine by Watty opens up a world.
The following is a security announcement. All eye operatives are authorized to use deadly force. Avoid crowds. Stay safe. Stay inside. Stay connected to your communities.
And get my hand chewed off? No, abandon all hope. Pandemonium, the domain of demons. Also, Mirror and Wit.
Hey, you lost? No problem. I can give you directions to anywhere.
What do I do now? I don't know what to do now.
Yeah?
Oh, hi there, sir and or
You
madam.
have got to be fucking kidding me.
How do you feel about your current insurance plan?
I've warned you time and again not to
On a scale from 0 to 10, how satisfied are you with your insurance premium?
activate parameter defenses.
You answered 0. I'm going to go ahead and offer you an incredibly good deal on workplace insurance for the low price of 20.
Activate defenses.
Hey, you lost?
Right,
No
that
problem.
mother
I can
Judy
give you
does
directions
fuck
to anywhere in Pro-Pass.
Thank you for accepting this very generous offer for a lifetime workplace insurance package. Please repeat your full name to digitally sign the agreement with Original Consumer Goods and to begin enjoying your new insurance.
I got a hit.
Defenses now.
I'm going to say...
The tallest tower in all of Pro-Pass.
Thank you for
That'd
digitally
be right
signing
here,
your new
sweetheart.
lifetime insurance
I hope you
package.
get to where you're going.
All sales are
And if you
final
ever get
and there are
lost
no
again,
refunds.
you know.
Power on. Fly the fucker. Activate.
Thank you, sir and or madam, and have a wonderful afternoon.
Well, shitting shit.
I'm a bit creeped out by the talking bins. Why do they talk? What shadowy masters do they serve? I hate adbots. They're like mosquitoes, constantly buzzing, blood-sucking parasites.
You look like you can need some directions, miss.
The tallest office building in Provost, home to Dr. Roman Zelenka's psychotherapy praxis and 1,000 other businesses.
Can do out in force. Say hello to our new robot overlords.
It was touch and go. Were you waiting for me?
I don't do apologies.
Okay. What happened to Carl?
Confiscated. After the Hand published their story about the collective and grey market imports, the district refused to renew my license and I refused to move. So those cowardly mecha cunts hold Carl away.
Oh my god. Nella, I'm so sorry.
Not your fault. The sausages gave your Chorbo the shits and he wrote a story about it. Mega chungo, but fair shakes. Anyway, I will fight them, all the way to the top. The legal wheels are turning. But this isn't why I wanted to talk to you. Last week, when you bumped into me outside the collective, I was confrontational. I didn't mean to be.
You don't do apologies, Nella.
You're right, so shut up and accept it.
Accepted. So why were you confrontational?
Paranoia, Zozo. I'm just on edge with this party business. No big deal.
By party business? What's going on?
Manifesto's starting to come apart at the seams. Too many conflicts of interests. Ribas is having a tough time keeping everyone in line. There's no consensus about strategy, about what to do to get people to open their eyes and see what's really going on in this city. Some want to keep doing what we have been doing. Peaceful protest, debate, passing out pamphlets. Others want to take more radical action.
Like what?
It's politics, Zozo. You know how it is. The hardest part is agreeing on a common agenda. I'm not sure it matters. We're last in the polls and it'll take a miracle to change that. But anyway, you were asking me about Hannah Roth.
I'm looking for her.
Why?
Oh, it's complicated. Queenie, you know, the Babka on the boat down...
Sure, everyone knows her.
Queenie asked me to look for Hannah, to find out if she's okay or not okay, I guess.
Why the hell would she be asking you?
Campaign business. I'm trying to get her to officially support Leia Uminska.
Ah, it's all starting to make sense.
Do you know Hannah?
She runs errands for merchants in Propast, does odd jobs for anyone willing to pay. She's helped me out a few times, deliveries mostly, and also... Well, that's how I know Hannah. But I don't know where she lives. I don't know who her friends are. I don't know how to get hold of her.
So, why...
She runs a gang, all homeless girls. The Dragonflies. They operate out of the underground here in Propast. They do odd jobs, legit jobs, but also other jobs.
Like crime?
Like crime, Zozo. Pickpocketing, fencing, smuggling, selling unlicensed dreams. Drugs. Keep an eye out for the dragonfly symbol, and the girl with short, pink hair and piercings. That'll be Hannah.
I appreciate it, Nella. I'm sorry about getting involved in your affairs last week. And good luck getting Carl back.
We'll be back in business before you know it. They can't keep the people down. Time to go squeeze some government testicles until they release my food cart. I hope you find Hannah.
How do you feel about Reza and you splitting up?
I've tried not to think about our breakup. I've kept busy and emotionally distant, so that's probably not... I haven't really allowed myself to wallow. I feel fine, I think, so far. If I start ruminating on it, I'll be a wreck, so better not. okay. I feel okay about it.
Well, that's good. Take your time. Don't rush into anything.
I won't.
In our last session...
Last week.
Last week, you said you want to remember.
Right.
About what happened before the coma.
Yeah.
Is that still the case?
I haven't changed my mind. I need... Yep.
Okay. Good. I think it's right of you to focus on remembering. I believe it will help you wake up.
Wake up? What do you mean? I am awake. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm getting a call.
Do you need to take it?
It's just Baruti, my campaign manager. I'm sure it can wait. Sorry about that. Where were we? What did you mean by waking up?
Are you sleeping well?
No, not really, no.
And why is that?
I dream. A lot. They're very vivid dreams. Lucid. Not like normal dreams at all.
Do you remember these dreams?
I think my dreams are important. If I talk about... Yeah, they're almost always the same. There's a temple in the clouds, surrounded by tall mountains, all misty and white. There's a strange, man who speaks in riddles, and an ape-like creature on a floating chair. I know, it's odd, it's crazy.
What else?
There's a child, or... I don't know, it looks like a child. She, or he, is very ill. If the child dies, the dream ends. We all vanish.
All of us?
Everything. The universe, reality. What does it mean?
I'm not sure. Do you think your dreams are related to your memory loss?
Crazy as that may seem, I feel they do. Maybe not literally. Yeah, well, you know.
They may be a signal that some memories are beginning to re-emerge.
You think so?
Dreams are never just dreams. They can be mirrors, reflecting our darkest fears and deepest desires. They can provide us with clues to who we are. They can stir memories. But let's leave that for next week. Our time is up. Today was another step forward, Zoe. Regardless of what you do or do not remember, I want you to think about what I said. About working on your memories. About remembering. You really should write down your dreams, you know. It will help you remember.
I should head out. Leave you to your note-taking.
Always taking notes, that's me. See you next week, Zoe.
Same time, same place. You betcha.
I thought we agreed you wouldn't show up at my office. I am not comfortable with this. She just left, by the way. You probably passed her on the way in. She would have seen you.
I'm a ghost, Dr. Zelenka. People do not see me unless I let them. What have you learned?
Well, she wants to remember.
And will she?
I don't know. Eventually, probably.
You know what to do if she does.
You've made that very clear.
What else would you like to tell me today?
She's not sleeping well. It's her dreams. She used the words vivid and lucid. She told me about one recurring dream. I'm not sure what to make of it, but maybe your employer? Something about a temple in the clouds. Mountains, riddles, talking apes. If it wasn't for the fact that she detests dream machines, I'd say she'd been using one. Oh, and she also said something about a sick child. If the child dies, the dream ends. Everything ends. Miss Castillo has a very vivid imagination. I doubt it means anything, but there you are.
Your doubts, Dr. Zelenka, have been noted. In your professional opinion, is she starting to remember?
Not unless she did go to a temple in the clouds to meet talking apes.
That is all, thank you, Doctor.
How much longer will I need to do this?
Without us, you would have nothing. Do you not want it to continue? Until she remembers. Until then.
And if that never happens?
Then we terminate. Good day to you, Dr. Zelenka. I just paid the doctor a visit. He tells me she has her mind set on remembering what occurred last year. Yes, Zelenka does believe she will remember in time. There's another thing we just learned. She has vivid dreams, as you said she would. She spoke to him about it. The doctor mentioned a temple in the clouds, mythical creatures, riddles. I'm sending you the recording. She described these dreams to him as particularly vivid, almost like visions. Yes, lucid dreaming without a dream machine. Sehr gut, Fräulein. I will contact you immediately if I hear anything else. I have ears in all places. The moment she remembers, we will know.
Sorry, I was with my therapist when you called earlier.
Hey, Sissy. No worries. Can we meet?
I'm not working today, so absolutely. Should I come by the campaign office?
Let's meet somewhere else. I'm by the river, right next to the memorial fountain in Prista Vista.
Yeah? Sure, but when? Now?
Whenever you're available. I'll be there.
Get your map
All right.
here!
See you soon.
Map!
Show me Prista Vista, please. The Pamatnik collapse.
Planning on a trip down the river? Y'all come back? Rowdy partner, where?
Our apartment is off. Rez's office is down by the Uminska campaign. Our apartment is off Sonnenschein.
Don't be a stranger now, you hear?
The eye in the sky watches, so you don't have to. Help us help you. Stay inside and comply with all eye directives without delay.
Not like himself.
Thanks for coming, Sissy.
Of course. Well, what's up?
I found something. A discrepancy pointing to our campaign, to unity, to Leia Uminska.
What sort of discrepancy?
This is why I wanted to meet you outside. I don't know if they have the office under surveillance, if they're monitoring my iris or my wire access.
Seriously? What's going on?
I don't know yet, but I need to find out. My contact at Bokamba Mesa came across transactions between the Syndicate and Unity. There's money being funneled into our campaign from places money shouldn't be coming from. Corporate money. It could be just a misunderstanding. There might be a good explanation for it, but it could also be serious. It could be serious. So I need to dig deeper. The trouble is, I don't know if they're watching me. I can't risk it. I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important, Sissy.
Look, if Leia Uminska is taking bribes, or worse, I want to know. So, what is it you need me to do?
access Unity servers and download the data.
How exactly am I going to do that? Just log in with my iris and wire ID?
The eye will be onto you in minutes, Cece. No. You'll need a rogue data sniffer and a government-grade Black Mask protocol. And you'll need to use multiple accounts and access points to transfer all the data. Stay logged in for too long in one location, they could pin you down. Look, I completely understand if you say no. It is illegal, and it can get us both into a lot of trouble.
I don't have all the information. How did you come across this information?
My contact at Wakamba Mesa has access to Syndicate data streams. I asked him to keep an eye out for certain keywords and names. It's a bit ironic in hindsight, but I've been looking for any piece of dirt I could find on Constantine Wolf and European Dawn. Last week, my contact got in touch. He'd found something odd. Large donations to a political non-profit in Europolis. I told him to put a trace on it. Yesterday, he messaged me again to tell me he was out. He discovered a link, but it wasn't what any of us expected. There were records of a series of encrypted transactions between the Syndicate and Unity. And Uminska. My contact was worried about the implications. He wanted nothing to do with it, which is understandable. He did provide me with enough information to get started. Network addresses, logins. If we can grab the data, I can analyze it, find the evidence I need to do whatever comes next. Hopefully evidence of no wrongdoing. Maybe someone's trying to falsely implicate Unity. It wouldn't be the first time. I can't believe Uminska would take corporate payoffs. I mean, not her. I trusted her completely.
I do have reservations, but I don't want to work for a crooked campaign. If something's going on, we need to find out. I understand why this is important, but I'm worried about the repercussions. I got in trouble the last time I tried to uncover a corporate conspiracy. I don't want to end up in another Syndicate interrogation. I'll do it. Where do I begin?
Before he jumped ship, my contact made an anonymous drop with all the information we need. I can't risk transmitting it to you, even locally, in case they're monitoring my iris. I've put everything on this crypto coin. Wire addresses, shadow accounts. Use this to transfer the data back to me after you're done. Now, before you get started, you'll need a rogue data sniffer and a Black Mask protocol. You know Mira at the Pandemonium? They're located in the bricks. She trades in grey market merchandise.
Mira. Pandemonium.
While you're acquiring the data, I'll go to the office to join a remote campaign meeting. If they're somehow alerted to the intrusion, I'll have an alibi. We'll have time to pull out and cover our tracks.
Cover our tracks? Jesus, this is really happening.
It's happening. I'll contact you later and let you know where to meet me.
I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll do my best.
Avoid any unauthorized